Hey guys, AnimeWestReacts here. Let's give my reaction to One Piece chapter 1128. Cool cover page of Luffy. But yeah, getting into this Oda. Congrats on 6.5 year run to Akutami. Eat and recover and grab a bite. Alright. Cover page is okay, Dragon. Jinbei chilling on a dragon while Luffy and everyone else are like riding broomsticks. Brooms, pretty much wearing like Harry Potter type outfits. But all right, getting into the chapter, we got Sanji saying, "Too many dudes around for this to be a dream." Nami saying, "What kind of dreams are you having?" And then he says, "In that case, Nami-san, this chapter is titled RPG." And he says, "Let's fly." So yeah, Nami screams. Says, "Careful, this place is falling apart. I woke up on the other end of town." Zoro says, "I heard a noise and followed it till I found this goof beating up a big rabbit." And then, yeah, Luffy says, "You could have taken the cat lion thing, right?" So, yeah, Luffy's like, "You could have taken that cat lion thing, right, Usopp?" And Usopp's like, "It already had me in its mouth when I came to. I totally lost my cool." And Usopp says, "Here's where I'm at. Our threads resemble that what the warriors of Elbaf are always wearing, but there's no way they'd have clothes that fit us. We're talking about an island of giants, after all." Nanami says, "Let's say this is Elbaf. Could we have been gigantified? Then again, this tree is definitely fake." And she says, or Zoro says, "I think there's people in town. We won't clear this up without chatting to them." We're chatting with them, pretty much. Talking to them. Blah. Then he says, "Besides, this area is too vast and we have no idea which way the sea is." And Luffy says, "You're right, let's head to town." Tanji then says, "The others don't seem to be here." And yeah, Usopp says, "How'd you know?" And he says, "My radar isn't picking up Robin-chan." And then yeah, Nami's like, "Are you a hound?" And someone says, "Let's just ask them in town." So yeah, yes, Nami says that. Luffy saying it's time for adventure. Someone says, "Woohoo." And he says, "Why are you so amped up?" Yeah, I guess Zoro saying, "Why are you so amped up? You realize we know literally nothing about this place, right?" Someone says, "This is such a wide open space, but I can't feel any wind here. Or any wind, it's eerie." Says, "Don't fear, Nami." And then Sanji says, "Don't fear, Nami-san, I'm here for you." And I guess Zoro says, "Something's coming." And Nami says, "Huh? Wait a minute." And yeah. Says, "Yeah, that's gross." And Leo's like, "Whoa." And the guy pulls up on those, like, yeah, it's like a grasshopper. Dude pulls up like he's on a motorcycle and says, "Hello there. You must be newcomers." And then Leo's like, "Oh man, a grasshopper. That's cool. That's cool." And Nami's like, "No way, nuh-uh, keep that bug away." And both Nami and Sanji are doing it. Like, "Nope, stay away." And yeah, they say, "Who are you, old timer? Where is this place? Do you know where our crewmates are?" The guy says, "That's a lot of questions." Dude says, "My apologies. I'm in too much of a rush to stay and chat. Just remember this vast land belongs to the sun god. God. Even the big Stein castle, which I help maintain, is the domain of deities like the great Iskat. Iskat." And then they say, "Oh, someone lives there?" He says, "No, a cat." And then he starts to say, "Oh, our bad. We kind of whooped that cat." And then it says, And it says, "To put it simply, this is a land of gods." And then it's like, yeah, they're like, Don't say anything, pretty much. It says, now then, I must be off, the guy says. The needle god must be starving by now. All that uproar over the ear god being burned really delayed me. If you're hungry, head down for some fodder rations. Yeah, he stopped like with his hand over Luffy's mouth, and Sami, Zoro, and Sanji are like whistling off to the side, like don't know nothing. It says, also, heed this warning, do not follow this road. And Luffy says, huh, why not? The guy says, the rabid guardians protect the sun god's temple beyond that point. No one has ever ventured past there and returned to tell the tale. And Nami says, that wording, take it back before, and then Luffy fidgets and says, and yeah, takes off running. He's like, what? And yeah, Usopp says, thanks a lot, Gramps. Nami says, sorry about all this, and he's like, huh? Zoro's like, rabid guardians, huh? And Sanji says, you and Luffy basically enable each other at this point. Don't you ever think things through? And then the guy's like, huh? What happened to the castle? And so yeah, it transitions to him, I guess, arriving at the castle and seeing it kind of messed up. And Luffy says, this place reeks of adventure. Didn't you hear him? Rabid guardians, gods? And then they're like, hold up, Luffy. This place is seriously huge. Can't see any buildings ahead. And then you're like huffing and puffing, saying, just how long is this freaking road? He says, wait, look at that castle. Doesn't it look like the other one? He says, This is, someone's running this way. They're in Elbaf gear too. Oh. And Luffy's like, whatever, I'll just dodge him, and then like runs into a wall pretty much. Seems like. And they're like, what? The sky is breaking. Zoro yells, what the hell is this? And says, huh? And then yeah, everyone's like, wow, look, the sky is coming from the sky, it's coming from the holy temple. And say, no, over there. And like random people are saying, what's going on? Everything is going to hell. And yeah. They say Sanji saying that means this is what that means. Nami says, unbelievable. It's a giant's room. Zoro saying, we can't still be on that huge ship though. Usopp says, this isn't like any of the cabins they had. What's up with this wire netting? Sanji then says, I'll bet there's genuine giants this way. Is this whole place some kind of pet cage? This is the worst. And someone, I guess, Luffy may be saying, guys, are you there? Was that noise you? Help me. And I was like, what? It's Chopper. He's like, I'm so glad to see you. He says, there, Chopper. Everything's gonna be okay. Ooh. And he says, the collar was made of steel. I couldn't get it off. I was sure I was going to die. And yeah, Zoro saying, this is clearly a giant's room. So what's with all these human-sized clothing? Must have been dressed up like dolls. And yeah. Guess Chopper says, you owe me a hug for this. Someone says, huh? This Usopp saying, that's cool. You were scared earlier too. Still, this is some fine craftsmanship. This sun god must be very skilled. He says, there's so many of these blocks. That whole country was made out of them. That explains the horrible scent, Zoro says, from when we were grilling up the rabbit. And then Sanji says, it must have been all the plastic burning. And he says, hey, check it out. From here, the view is never ending. And he says, wait, it's see-through now. It's like normal glass on this end. What kind of magic mirror is this? And Sanji says, Nami, I volunteer to clean the ladies' room on the ship later. And she kicks us and says, don't you dare. Like a one-way mirror, pretty much. And Zoro says, so this is some kind of sick hobby. The giant likes to watch the animals and people trapped in that block world. And then, yeah, Usopp's like, that's creepy, but this confirms we're on Elbaf, right? This is a real giant's room, so there must be a real giant island out there. And Levy's like, for real? Heck yeah. Nami says, I can't be so sure. All we can really say is a giant's behind this. And Chopper says, we should escape. Where are the others? It'd be bad if the giant came back and caught us here. And Usopp says, why not head back inside and squeeze the townspeople for some more information? They seemed a little weird, but it's better to face them than risk confrontation with a giant. And he says, hey, are you listening, Luffy? And he's like, yeah, I just thought I'd blow this guy away first. And then Usopp's like, go for it. Giant snake. Ooh, and yes, the mice. It says, look down there. Nami says, look down there, rats. Sanji says, above is a crow. He says, don't tell me these are the rabid temple guardians. How is this a temple, though? It's still full from the rabbits. Or Luffy says, I'm still full from the rabbits, so I'm just gonna send these guys flying. He's like, wow. Guy walking down the hall, and screaming and everything. And someone yells, we hear them saying, don't play around, guys. If you don't finish them off before the sun god gets here. And then there's a poem and it says, wait, Luffy, that's overkill. And he says, hey, I'm not the one who busted the fireplace and let the flames spread. It's like, wow, it can't be my beloved temple. As Luffy's laughing. And then, yeah, Usopp's like, Luffy, this is bad. The sun god's back. Let's run for it. Yes, this again. And Luffy says, gum gum. Booming Dawn pistol. And hits the snake. Helmengand. The snake, I guess, is named Helmengand. I think the art is silent. The Jormungand. Ooh. Gond. Forget. Luffy's like, and they say, hurry, Luffy. The giant is huge. And it says, this is so messed up. The cat cuts him off and says you'll pay for this. Chopper says, it says you'll pay for this. And then Nami's like, yeah, and you really look at this. They're like riding on the cat. Nami says, couldn't find any proper loot there, but it's a blueprint for the block country. So it's a map. So it says, here they come. And yeah, this giant, or the sun god says, how dare you defile my beloved country? And yeah, they're like saying, if we keep going straight, we'll bust through the mirror on the other side. We'll be free if we smash the wall behind it too. It says, let's get let's get out of here. And then yeah, everyone's like freaking out, or the other trapped people are like, what? The sun god is incensed. And it says, the adventures never slow down. And the sun god saying, I won't let you escape. And so yeah, pretty good episode. Or chapter, not episode. Hope y'all enjoy this video. If you do, then leave a like on it. Share it, sub the channel, and yeah, I'll see y'all for the next one. So,